Let me go ahead and admit something right now. I suck at rhythm games. I mean, DDR was supposed to teach me to dance, and when I showed off my moves at homecoming, I just looked like a total tool. When I practiced Through the Fire and the Flames on Guitar Hero, I only had carpal tunnel syndrome to show for it. Then, when a few friends and I tried forming a band with a rock band, our drummer decided that he wanted to go solo, and our band broke up. So, let me start by saying that Audiosurf is nothing like any other rhythm game out there. In fact, it barely counts as a rhythm game. Instead, I can listen to my music in the comfort of the warm glow of my computer monitor. It's not like the game is very hard either, it's just quite fun. The concept is a bit like Tetris meets Bejeweled. You ride this track, collect little colored blocks, and you score points if they match. There are other vehicles, I suppose you can call them, that collect different colored blocks, but the concept is more or less the same. For example, one of the ships is called Vegas, which allows you to try your luck and mixes up your colored blocks. Generally, it all depends on how it arranges them, but generally you aren't as lucky. I certainly wasn't. Then there is another vehicle called the Eraser, which erases a certain color of blocks that you choose, again for better or for worse. And once again, it's not really as easy as it is described in the recording, or the example that they give you. Then, of course, there's the Pusher, which sounds like some sort of drug reference, but really, it's a lot worse than that, believe it or not. To me, it was makes me wish I had never bought the game. It was just too damn hard. Generally, you'll be using mono, which only has two types of blocks, the good one and the bad one. I mean, can't get much simpler than that. After you choose the audio file that you want, whatever that may be, the game takes a second or two to convert it into some sort of roller coaster ride similar to the track Rainbow Road on Mario Kart. Depending on the tempo, the ship goes faster or slower. But before you buy the game, you might want to check out the system specs because it does run a bit high. And you get messages like this one. Now, anyway, the higher scoring, more fun songs are one of the following. They have lots of notes. They go super fast. They are very long. Or are a combination of all three. Oh yeah, and of course, as usual, that these songs tend to be a lot harder too. I mean, Through the Fire and the Flames was even hard on Guitar Hero. Imagine how it is on this game. Anyway, the advantage of Audiosurf is the fact that you can play off of any audio. You can even use the audio from this review if you wanted. The graphics aren't too hard on the eyes either, if you haven't noticed that already. Like I said earlier, it's actually a lot of fun playing your favorite songs in a track that's made pretty much on the spot. It's actually programmed quite well, as the song recognizes critical points in the song, and adapts to the rhythm of the song appropriately. What's also funny is you can compare your scores online against people. Take that, GK! Essentially, the game packs quite a punch for $10. Not to mention that it comes with the complete Orange Box soundtrack absolutely free, so you can play all the vague background music from Half-Life 2 and Still Alive from Portal if you haven't beat the game yet. It even includes a recording by this guy, remaking Still Alive. Also, Audiosurf has been recently featuring generous indie bands with free music to download. However, the game has quite a few hurdles to jump over. The fact that you can play any song doesn't necessarily mean it will be fun. The game advertises that you can pick a slow music for a, quote, relaxing ride, or the way I see it, if you don't play your games have any fun. If you think that this song looks like fun, then by all means, buy this game. The fact of the matter is, the game is most exciting when you're riding down at Mach 4 playing Avenged, Sevenfold, or any other fast band that you happen to like. Which brings me to, actually, another problem. Some of the songs aren't recognized by Audiosurf, such as songs downloaded via iTunes. I even burned this song, Backcountry, right off the disc, but it still shows up as unknown. It's also pretty easy to make your own song and name it after a popular song and upload it and get the higher score than everybody else. But unfortunately, you can report such songs, but there are still rumors around that people are getting around this software. Despite the high value of the game, it wears out its welcome fairly quickly. It's kind of fun to play if you've got nothing better to do. I mean, why just listen to the song when you can ride it? There are also minor issues with the controls. The mouse is a teeny bit unresponsive, but it became an even bigger issue when we started recording. My brother enjoyed using the mouse, while I preferred the lightning response of the keyboard. When all is said and done, the game is by no means bad, it's just not the revolutionary game it claims to be. As far as indie games go, it's one of the best I've ever played. It's just not as fun or exciting as other rhythm games out there.
This is the end. You take the friend. This is the end. My only friend. The end. It hurts to set you free, but you'll never follow.